So while I'm here, I've got the camera running, I've got my mic on, I've just done a video on magic versus mysticism. I've mentioned the law of attraction. Now, some time ago, this is about 18 months ago, I ended up getting into a disagreement via Twitter with a hypnosis friend of mine, somebody who's quite active out there in the hypnosis world. I won't say who it is. And they put a tweet up saying, if you believe in the law of attraction, then just accept that you're a sucker and you've been hoodwinked and get back to reality, or something like that. It was a very dismissive post about the law of attraction. Now, I thought this was fascinating, coming from someone who is a hypnotist and a teacher of hypnosis. And in fact, at the time, was doing a workshop on mesmerism that had mesmerism in the title. And I pointed out, I said, if people have been so quick to dismiss mesmerism back in the day, in fact, mesmerism was dismissed, but some people went further and they said, hang on a second, maybe there's something to this. There would never have been any research into hypnosis, and there wouldn't have been the research that's come through that has shown legitimacy in certain classic hypnosis practices, the ability to shift states in useful ways, and the ability to use hypnosis protocols to improve the effects of other therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy and things like this. So the reason I pointed this out is because this guy is a very pragmatic thinker in terms of hypnosis and is very keen on evidence-based practice and this kind of thing in the world of hypnosis. So I pointed out, if people had just dismissed hypnosis the same way he's dismissing the law of attraction, there would never have been any research into hypnosis, and it would have always just been seen as woo-woo, whatever. And some people still see it as such. So it sounded like I was defending the law of attraction. Now, the truth of the matter was, at the time, I didn't know that much about the law of attraction. I knew something about vision boards, about being clear about what you want, thinking about what you want rather than thinking about what you don't want. And that stuff made sense to me on a basic, pragmatic, practical level. Obviously, it's easier to get stuff in your life if you're clear about what it is that you want. As I've often said, you go to the supermarket with a list of things you don't want, that's not going to, you're going to get a pretty random outcome. It's not going to help you be most efficient in shopping for the things you do want. Or if you hop in a taxi at the station, the taxi driver says, where do you want to go? And you say, not here. Well, that's not going to help either. So obviously, it's always made sense to me, being clear about what you want is going to assist you in getting it. And then, relatively recently, I decided I would read The Secret. I've not read it for years. People have been talking about it. I thought, well, I'll read it. There's probably some good material in here, so I'll read it. And I couldn't get through it. Honestly, I couldn't get through it. The levels of critical thinking were just so low within it. The logic in the arguments, if you can call them that, the logic in the way that different ideas were being asserted was so flimsy and self-conscious. It was just unbearable for somebody like me with a training in analytical philosophy and all of this. I'm all for practical stuff, but this was just really pushing my thresholds, and there was some crazy, indeterminable claims being made throughout. So basically, you've just got something, it's an article of faith. It's an article of faith, the law of attraction. The way it's presented in The Secret, at least. So what's my view on it? The law of attraction. Well, I'm going to say I don't believe there is a law of attraction. I think the whole attraction frame, for a start, is a problem. You get what you get out of life. Some of it's luck, some of it's randomness. I would never want to underestimate the power of randomness as a force in the universe, as my coach once said to me. But really, you get what you get out of life by stepping into your power to create and shape your life, not by deferring, not by abdicating your power to the forces of the universe and thinking if you do the right incantation or ritual or put the right things on your vision board, the power out there in the universe is going to deliver for you. It probably will not. If you want to make creation work, if you want to create things into your life or see things come into your life that you would like to have, you need to step into your power to do it. This is where I strongly disagree with the law of attraction. Yes, be clear about what you want, but do not implore the universe to provide it to you. Do not think that the forces out there are going to give it to you just because you put a vision board together. Yes, get your vision board together. Do it. It's going to help you. But then start to go deeper. My last video on magic versus mysticism, I talked about mysticism being going deeper into the knowledge of life, the universe, and everything, all the little subtleties that make the difference. When you go deep like that, then you can connect to your power to make a difference. Then something like a vision board, that can be a useful thing. Being clear, being focused on what you want can be a profound and useful thing when you have stepped into your power to be an owner, to be a creator, to be a shaper of your reality, because you've gone deep, you have the knowledge, you have the insight, you just get on that deep, profound personal level how stuff works and how you need to show up in yourself in order to make those things happen that you want to have happen. So there's my take on the law of attraction. I think that there's some grains of truth inside of it, but I'm not in favor of the supernatural view of the forces of the universe, you know, and listening to your ritualistic pleas and providing answers and solutions and stuff for you. I don't think you attract like that. You create, you shape, you have the power. Go deep, understand that power, cultivate that power, and you can start making the stuff happen that you want to have happen in your life.